beautiful night in Athens, Georgia for a top 20 midweek showdown between the Oklahoma State Cowgirls out of the Big 12 and the Georgia Bulldogs out of the SEC. Hi again, everybody. Matt Schumacher alongside the two-time Olympic champion Michelle Smith. Delighted to be bringing you this rare. Excited to get back into the rhythm of playing regular softball again. And this is flared to short. One down. Kenny Gajewski. He has been to 5 straight Women's College World Series as his starting second baseman draws a one-out walk.
Well, and that's big. That's going to be part of the scouting.
Georgia staff the most in the SEC. A mile-high pop-up middle of the infield. And caught for out number 2 by Paisley Allen.
Well, and that's a big out, a first pitch. And Kenny talked about it.
That's a good piece of hitting right up the middle. A 2-out single by Carly Godwin.
And Kenny talked about it, having to attack good pitches in the zone.
2-1 from Rolling. To the right side, it's off the glove of Allen. Everyone's safe, and in to score comes Rosie Davis. And Oklahoma State takes advantage of a blunder in the infield, striking first in Athens.
Edwards is going to hit this ball hard, but this is probably a makeable play. You could see the way that Allen was shifted towards that 3-4 hole, has to go back up the middle. The ball goes off of her glove. So there's
and a full count with 2 down. And she's rung up on the outside corner. A big pitch by Randy Rolling to get out of the jam. Stranding 2. Oklahoma State leads.
Back facing a very good pitching staff.
Up the middle, and a leadoff single for Tyler Ellison, who continues to lead the Georgia Bulldogs in batting average. Cued off the end of the bat, played at third, and in time for the double play. Mua Williams, Paisley Allen. I beg your pardon, that's Talon Edwards to Rosie Davis to Carly Hess. And slaps this down the line into left. While Ellison leads the team in batting average, she leads the team in nearly every other category and takes advantage of a miscue in the infield, extending it to second base. Meanwhile, Ruby Malin trying to keep the streak alive. Didn't allow a run against Baylor. And gets a strikeout on the outside corner to end the first inning, stranding the tying run in scoring position.
Locker room, lounge. I mean, what an amazing facility. SEC tournament here this year. Get your tickets.
Pretty awesome. We had a chance to walk through it briefly on our way into this.
Pounded by that steel, right? That iron. You got to figure it out quickly.
Nice at bat there by Schneidmiller, who is getting the start behind the plate tonight in the place. Transfer from Alabama. Takes this into the gap in left center. And charging in to make the play, Dallas Goodnight. Also began her career at Athens.
Yes. 303 hits, I think, coming into tonight.
Takes a ball, runner takes off. It was bobbled behind home by Marissa Miller.
Nice piece of base running.
Chopped to first. Ellison takes care of business, and Randy Rolling is out of the inning. Oklahoma State with a 1-run lead.
Sure that we're really, keeping that barrel inside, and really, if you're a righty, trying to hit to the right side. If you're a lefty, trying to hit left side.
Second strikeout for Ruby Malin. 1 down in the bottom of the second.
I would look for something low.
This is hammered to right field. Back on it is Tim, and it's off the wall. And it gets away from Tim. Rounding second and headed to third, and sliding safely with a triple is Emily Digby. What a piece of hitting and base running by the sophomore.
Great job by Digby to really figure out what she wanted. Rise ball in the outer half, and it's just not up high enough. So what does she do? She gets underneath of it and elevates it down that right field line. Claire Tim off the wall. And she needs to play that a little bit better, but a great job by Oklahoma State getting that ball in. But I love Oklahoma State. That's Rosie Davis now on the shortstop side of second base. So they are left side heavy.
And the third strikeout. Malin pulling the strings here with a tying run at
That's 33% of your strikes in that at-bat. Don't give it away.
Chopper will get through and tie the game. In to score is Digby. And a 2-out RBI single by the freshman Paisley Allen.
And how about Allen coming through on a 1-2 pitch? This is probably a mistake from Malin. This is a little bit too close on a pitch on the outer half, and just Allen's able to get around this, get it through that 5-6 hole because Bloodworth was playing back up the middle. There's a little bit of extra time to catch up to those pitches.
This is drilled in the left field, and it gets away from Tia Warsaw. Rounding third is Allen, and she will score. Georgia takes the lead as Goodnight slides safely into third.
Dallas Goodnight just controlling that at-bat, actually losing, I think, a shoe potentially as well. And that ball is going to get all the way to the wall, but this is where Oklahoma State makes a mistake. They miss the cut coming in, so the ball gets past Warsup, then it also gets past Bloodworth, so they miss. They've done a good job of working back even or being able to hit with 2 strikes as well as with 2 outs.
Ellison goes down swinging. Strikeout number 4 for Ruby Malin. But the Georgia Bulldogs take
right there. 12 appearances at the Women's College World Series, have not been able to secure that title. But also 5 consecutive World Series appearances. The only other program to do that is Oklahoma. So Kenny
is the head coach. He just brought winning to Stillwater, and that ball gets away from Miller, and up to second goes Rosie Davis.
Well, he knows how to win. He won a national championship as a base. Vanessa Shippey Fletcher, one of the best in the program's history.
That is off the top of the wall and over the wall for a home run. Wow. Quickly, the momentum in this building has changed, and the road fans loving it up the first base line off the bat of Amanda Hassler.
Was named Player of the Week, and this is one of the reasons why. A lot of power. She had that walk-off home run against Baylor in the 9th inning. Look at this pitch. She is just going to tattoo it. That's a line drive home run. Barely gets over that fence. Looked like it potentially could have gone through the fence. She hit it so hard, but
1 lead. Grabbed in the bottom of the second, given right back up here in the top of the third. And we'll get a completed strikeout of Godwin and the first out of the inning. Many thought 4-3 after being picked to win the conference. This idea that the sky is falling on the program, but you don't get that sense talking to Kenny Gajewski, who's also
but altitude. I mean, anytime you can have a good pitching staff when you're what, a mile above sea level.
The Colorado Rockies pitching staff has been good. Not often. Warsop goes down swinging. Teams. Failure is part of the game.
Exactly. You gotta have a great mindset in this sport.
Down goes Lindy Ray Davis. Back-to-back strikeouts for Malin, who now. Goodwin scorches it into right field, and it will get past Claire Tim. She is thinking extra bases and is in with a 1-out stand-up double. Tied against LSU in the 7th, had a 1-run lead in the 6th against Tennessee. Bouncing ball to short, and 2 down. The theme in those losses, Michelle, was maybe
runners in scoring position.
Miller will cue it right back to Malin, who gets out of the inning, stranding a runner in scoring position. And
3 of their 7 losses have been to left-handed pitchers.
And you know you're going to get a lot of lefty against Georgia.
Yes, you do. Both of their aces are.
You get you get the break from behind the plate, but your bat's too good. We got to keep you in the lineup.
It is absolutely staying in the lineup.
How about the bat of Schneidmiller? 1-out single.
It's a great job by Schneidmiller. So 3-1 count. Oklahoma State this year. Bloodworth is at 300+ batting average.
Flies out to Paisley Allen.
Blood leadoff spot.
Chopper up the middle, and a diving play at short is made by Emily Digby. Come on.
Awesome.
Getting Georgia out of the inning.
Emily Digby.
Six strikeouts tonight for Ruby Malin and 1 down in the 4th.
Well, Ruby Malin.
Now she's thrust into that position at Oklahoma State. Ooh. And catches Mua Williams, who will go up to first with 1 down. Now she's learning how to lead. Williams does have 2 stolen bases this year. She represents the tying run. Chopper left side and through for a 1-out single. And it's back-to-back base knocks tonight for Paisley Allen.
Paisley Allen.
Good night, sprays it into left field, down for a base hit. Here comes Mitchell, the throw from Warsop, off the line, and Georgia ties it on an RBI base knock by Dallas Goodnight.
8 and 9 have been outstanding for Georgia in this game. Both those spots, 2 for 2. Dallas Goodnight just taking a pitch on the inner half and just jammed up, but gets that to fall in down the left field line. And running off of Tia Warsop, that throw coming in well off the mark. It looked like it had the opportunity to potentially go get Molly Mitchell.
Well, that gets away from Schneidmiller, and the throw is into left field. Here comes Paisley Allen, and the Bulldogs take the lead.
This is just managing the game. This is a ball that gets away from Schneidmiller, so she can see the play right in front of her, but she throws across her body, gets away from Edwards, unable to move if that throw comes behind you.
Strikeout number 7, Ruby Malin battling back here through some adversity. 2 down in the 4th. With a 2-2 count. And goes down looking, a strikeout on the outer edge in the 8th of the game for Ruby Malin. But Georgia played
Fall apart when the adversity shows up. You want to see them kind of be gritty and challenge.
Oh, high fly ball. Warning track distance. And there is Jaden Good. Rolling, hunting her 4th strikeout. And she gets it here. A big strikeout of Amanda Hassler.
Man, look at the energy. I mean, just an outstanding. Your opponent, they're scouting you. They're scouting your weaknesses, and you have to make adjustments.
Adjustment there to lay off that outside breaking ball, and rolling has issued a 2-out walk to Carly Godwin. Her 2nd time aboard today, and passes the run is aboard now in the 5th rather, with 2 down for Oklahoma State. Edwards handcuffed and rolling, sets down the side.
On Ruby, I mean, it's not just the pitches, it's the emotion of.
About that crack by Goodwin. Lasered into the gap. She is 3 for 3 today with a pair of doubles. Gordon up the middle into center field. Here comes Goodwin, and she will score. Megan Delgadillo having some trouble in center fielding that ball, and a 2-run lead for the Bulldogs.
Oklahoma State's outfield has definitely struggled today. Base hit clean right back up the middle. Delgadillo should have the opportunity to make that throw in. In fact, they were not sending Goodwin on that.
Davila drops down a bunt. Mayland to first. And Davila does her job, pushing Gordon up to second base. Up the middle and into center field. Will they send Gordon? No. As Delgadillo brings it back into the infield. And now runners at the corners and one down in the bottom of the fifth. 2-1 to Williams. Bunt dropped down, runner in from third, and another run is across for the Georgia Bulldogs. Scoring Sarah Gordon.
Well, this is just all about execution. This is a suicide, and you can see that bunt go down immediately. That is a great bunt by Williams to get that down. Gordon running on the pitch.
In the left, tracking it Warsop, and that'll end the inning. But Georgia plates two more, and they lead it by 3. End of 5 in Athens. Our staff. It's a heavy dose of left-handed pitching as Hathout drills this into right field. And a leadoff single for the pinch hitter.
Well, Hathout, the righty, getting the
But Tim comes right back and flares it into right field. Her first hit of the game. And now the tying run coming to the plate for Oklahoma State. Such a good job of creating visual challenges for opposing hitters. Another full count. And that is a strikeout of Schneidmiller. First out of the inning in the 5th strikeout of the game for Randy Rowland in a game situation. This to second base. Chance for a double play, and Georgia cannot turn it. Throw gets away, and in comes a run. Hathout scoring from second base, and up to third goes Claire Tim.
And they're going to say Claire Tim was out at second. I think there was a little bit of confusion.
Yes.
So this ball hit hard right at Paisley Allen. The flip over, they get Tim, but the throw offline from Digby. And that's going to allow Hathout to score.
The deficit cut to 2. Delgadillo sprays it into right field, and that extends the inning. A 2-out base knock for the leadoff hitter, her first time with a base hit in this game.
We're rolling a 3-1 hitters count for Rosie Davis.
And Hassler will get a chance as the go-ahead run coming to the play here for the senior from Peachtree, Georgia. Gets a slow roller to third. Charging in to make the play is Williams, and Backus comes in and slams the door on Oklahoma State. 2-run lead for Georgia as we head to the home half of this. Sharply hit ball off the bat of Dallas Goodnight, and a 3-for-3 night for the senior center fielder. He had a lead on LSU, unable to win those 4 games. As this is shot in the right field and down for a base hit. Misplayed by Tim, and Goodnight is up to third. Flipping for the Bulldogs. Davis to first. The throw home is not in time. A great slide by Dallas Goodnight, and no throw back up to first. Runners at the corners again and nobody out, and back to a 3-run lead for Georgia.
Georgia, great response after Oklahoma State puts a run on the board last inning, coming right back out, and Godwin just needs to know the runner that is on base. Goodnight with so much speed. You know you're not going to get her. That's a slow developing play.
She and Dallas Goodnight have been terrific. And the first out of the inning. Gordon into right field. It's a fair ball, and it's off the wall. Ellison will hold at third, and now she's going to take home on the ball getting away from Schneidmiller. (8-4) Bulldogs.
Sarah Gordon just peppers this ball down the line. Tim is playing up. That ball goes off the wall. Throw coming in offline and just allows another run to score for Georgia. Defensive woes continue for the Pokes.
And again, we talked about it early. They handed LSU one of its 2 losses this year. Rolled to second. A look to home will keep the runner at bay.
Confidence. It's nice to be at least 500.
Drop third strike and the strikeout completed, but not before Georgia can plate 2 more. They lead by 4 in the final 3 outs of the game for Oklahoma State. Next is required from Backus. It's a slow roller to second base. Allen to first. 2 outs remain for Oklahoma State in a 4-run deficit in the 7th.
You know, this game is a perfect example of how the year has got to be open to spending more time in the cages and the pens.
Big strikeout from Backus, 2 down.
Back.
The 1-2 from Backus. Up the middle, off her glove. At second, it's Allen. In time at first base. And Georgia will pick up a top 20 win against Oklahoma State by a count of 8-4.
Yeah, outstanding effort by Georgia, just in all facets of the game. They hung in. Great job coming in at the end of the game by Lil Backus to pick up that save.
So now Georgia will head to Alabama for yet another top 25 series against the Crimson Tide. Meanwhile, Oklahoma State will take on a very tough Georgia Tech team in a 2-game set starting tomorrow night. For Michelle Smith, our entire ESPN crew, Matt Schumacher saying good night from Athens. Georgia wins it 8-4.